Yo, 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 what's good? What we got today?
Kenilworth Katrina, you already know who it is, man. It's your girl.
Yeah, really appreciate you coming through to do this, man. I
For
really
sure,
appreciate
man.
you, definitely.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No problem, no problem. So, I really been wanting to do this for a minute. I've been peeping your progress. You know, I'm a huge fan of the music, and now it seems like you just diving into like a bunch of other things. So, of course, we're gonna touch on the music because that's what that's you. But I want to get into the other stuff first, as far as like one. I see you host like a game show or something like that.
Yes, I have my own game show.
Okay.
It's called See How Much You Know.
Uh-huh.
And it's basically a musical trivia game show based around music questions. And it's similar to Family Feud.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Okay.
so it's real fun. You know, I've had several segments: singers versus rappers, producers versus engineers, just different things.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, quick question: who be winning? You know, the singers versus rappers. Who be getting the best?
Singers versus the rappers won that
All right,
segment.
all
Yeah.
right. Better be like that, man.
And the engineers won the engineers versus producers.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how often you do this?
I do it twice a month.
Twice
I gotta
a
get
month?
you on the show.
Oh yeah, I'm with it.
I get you on the show.
I'm a
Yeah.
game show nigga. I'm
Okay,
with it.
I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with all that.
Radio host versus radio host, or something like that. A segment like that with photography or video. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
I'm yeah.
I got you.
Facts. So, where can people find us at? YouTube or?
Yes, they can find it on YouTube at Smuck Game Show, which is See How Much You Know, SHMUK.
Okay.
Game show. It's on YouTube, and it's also, you can follow the page on Facebook, Smuck. You can also follow it on Instagram, Smuck Game Show. So
Okay.
yeah,
I'll put it up on the screen for the
Yeah?
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
for
you.
sure.
So, last question about that: for people that want to like participate, do they just hit you up?
definitely just you can hit me up directly, Kenilworth Katrina, or you could just go to the game show pages, DM us. You know what I'm saying? Because I run the page, so I'll see the message. It's five players versus five players. Yeah, man, and just hit us up. Y'all come up there or be a part of the studio audience. So just hit us up.
Oh, so you got the audience and everything.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm definitely with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
Real fun.
And she not lying about the whole DM thing, because I DM'd her, and a lot of people in this area, it's like, trying to get a needle out of a haystack, trying
know,
to,
right?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you ain't got the whole management set up, at least not yet, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
definitely appreciate
I am
that.
my own manager.
That's the best way to do it,
Right.
though. That's the best way to do it.
Right.
All right, so I also seen that you had an article published about you.
Yeah, I did. Shout out to the Washington City paper. It was basically, they did the People issue, the 2020 People issue, and it was just basically, paying homage to 20 people that they felt were like making an impact in the city. You know what I'm saying? And I was blessed to be one of them. And it was some real big people up there, man. It was the right-hand man of the mayor, and
Right.
it was just a lot of dope people up there. So I just, I'm appreciative, and I thank God that I was chosen to be, on that roster, a part of that roster.
Okay. So when you were younger, did you ever visualize well, you probably did visualize it, but how does it feel like to actually see like this coming true, like you chasing your dreams and just accomplishing everything that you're setting out to do?
I'm thankful, man, but I'm not there yet, so that's why I'm always working hard. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, however people view me, like, I don't view myself that way, because I still work. I still, pay bills. I still struggle just like everybody else. And so it's not a I made it thing with me.
Okay.
I don't view it like that. I do feel that I am living out some of my dreams. Yes,
right.
I am.
Yeah.
But the ultimate dream, like, I ain't living that. Like, the things that I seen when I was a kid or wished for when I was a kid, I ain't done I haven't done those things yet. I've done a lot.
Right.
I've done a lot. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I think the biggest highlight of my career was performing at Constitution Hall with Nonchalant. Shout out to my homie Nonchalant. that was probably the biggest highlight of my career. It was so many people I couldn't even see.
Right.
And it was so many lights, and it was so, and so that's one thing that I did envision as a child, like just performing on a stage with a sea full of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did that.
Okay. That's real dope.
And that was dope.
That's real dope.
Yes.
So I know you're coming off as real genuine and humble. But when you see some of the things that people say about you, because I'm not even gonna lie, when I read the article, and it's saying things like DMV legend. Like, how do you feel having a legendary status? I mean, I know, you're humble, so I know what you're pretty much going to say, but like, what goes through your head when you read that, and it's about you?
Again, I'll be thankful, but I don't feel I'm a legend.
Right.
I don't feel I'm a legend.
Right.
I ain't done half the things the legend do. Like, and again, not taking nothing from anyone who views me as that.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm appreciative of that, but a legend.
Well, for the area.
Even for the area.
Well, that might just be a
legend. Like that. That's like the definition of that to me. Is I haven't scratched the surface, in my opinion.
Right.
Now, when I get there, if God permit me to,
right,
then I'm gonna show you what a legend is.
Right.
I'm gonna show you.
Right.
But I ain't. If y'all think these things that I'm doing are legendary, you wait till I get to where I want to be. Wait till I get to where I want to be.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
I definitely can dig that.
Yeah.
So what's your driving force? Like, what's your motivation?
My driving force is me not being where I want to be.
Right.
And, that I still work, still pay bills, still got to get out of my bed at 4:30 in the morning
right.
to go to work. Though that is my motivation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that I want a better life for myself and my family.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Real dope. Real dope. So, how long have you been into the whole music thing?
All my life. I know that's cliche,
mm-hmm.
but that's like, no, I'm serious though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
As far back, I can't, like, back to like elementary, I can remember writing raps in 4th and 5th grade.
Okay.
I can remember that. That's as far back as I can remember. But I've heard stories from my mother that I was doing music before that.
Right.
So, but
right.
I just don't remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as far as the whole music thing, is it just like strictly with like the vocals as far as rapping and that goes, or do you do the instruments? You're a producer as well, though, right?
Yeah, I just started making beats, producing for others and myself since we've been quarantined.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
okay,
it's so crazy because, I feel like everybody have picked up something since this has happened, like tapped into some other type of creativity.
That's facts.
Like everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You found out something that you didn't know you could do, or it was something that you've been thinking about doing and you acted on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so for me, producing was never something I thought about ever, but film score composing was.
Okay.
And that's how I started making beats, because I also make film scores. I do scores for movies.
Okay.
And so I wanted to, that's what I wanted to learn, and I did learn that, and I had to learn how to read music and different things. I never knew how to read music. And different things that I start tapping into made me, it bring you somewhere else.
Right.
And so that's how that happened. You know what I'm saying? But I also sing. Like, so now since I produce, I can do everything now.
Okay.
That was the only thing I couldn't do. I sing, I rap, I write. I couldn't produce, but now I can do all that.
All right. So a question that I got to ask all the artists who say they rap and sing.
Mm-hmm.
So will you still work with other singers, or are you just like kind of you just going to do it yourself? I feel like
meaning work with them, or work with them to work with me.
With you,
to make me better.
No, not that big. Just to have like on tracks and stuff. Cause say you like.
To collab.
Song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if you just. If you write a song, you be like, well, I don't need them. I can sing. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't write songs for people. So like.
Nobody never hit you up for that.
Yeah, I got a couple of things. I got a couple of songs floating out there with people because people know I can sing because I was the female singer for the go-go band M.O.B.
Okay.
And so some people, so I'm known in the go-go world and I'm known in the rap world.
Right.
And
right.
so the two were separated. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody, the band thing is, MOB is, shout out to MOB, but MOB is, we haven't played for, I don't know how long.
Right.
And so then I'm doing music, which I always did, but, now it's like getting out there. And people didn't know. They like, hold up, that's the girl. And they now have connected the two.
Okay.
And so
Gotcha.
once they did that, and people did start hitting me up. Hey man, you say, man, I know you be rapping, but I need them vocals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so yes, I will work with people, new artists, artists that's already established. Yes.
That's dope. That's real dope. All right. So as far as like collabs, do people just hit you up the same way, just DM you?
Yeah, just DM me.
So as far as like the music thing goes, what would you tell artists who are just starting off doing music and feel like, before we started this interview, you were talking to me about it being levels, and that certain people on certain levels wouldn't work with certain artists. So in the midst of things, it kind of comes off as like we have gatekeepers, So what would you tell somebody that might be up against the odds like that? You know what I'm saying?
I would tell you that I go through the same things, and that it's not about who won't work with you. It's about who will.
Okay.
So you can't focus on a lot of things that artists do is, we tend to focus on the haters, the non-supporters.
Facts.
But why are you focusing on them?
Right.
If they not thinking about you, don't give energy to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Always keep going, number one. To any artist or whatever you want to do, any entrepreneur, whatever you want to do. Number one, you got to keep going. You got to be like this. You don't see nothing on this. That's how I am. I'm like this.
Okay.
And you want to stay that way because you don't want to be like this. You want to be focused and always got your eye on the prize and what you're doing. Not worried about what nobody else would do. They rise and you feel like you ain't going nowhere, this and that. That's how you get off balance. You have to stay focused because what everybody got to understand is everybody have their time.
Right.
Everybody have their time. But if you focused on them, you never going to get your time because you're not being consistent and keep going. You're not keeping it moving. Right. And that's all you have to do. Is no blueprint to this game. If I had the answers, I wouldn't be here right now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'd be where I want to be. But you just got to keep going. You can't worry about the who don't like you and the people that's not supporting you. You got to focus on the people that do. It's too much of that here in the city. We focus on everybody that's not supporting. We focus on everybody that's not sharing and liking. That we put posts out about stuff like that.
Right.
That's so crazy. But you never see a post to be like, man, shout out to everybody who been like. You never see that unless they just shared, a video and people sharing it. Then you see that. But just off the whim.
Right.
Just like going on Facebook or Instagram and just somebody just saying, man, I just want to just shout out to all the people that, because we so focused on the people that's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so you just got to be focused on know what you want. That's number one. Know what you want. Even if you just want to make music, you don't want to be famous or you don't know that though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you want. You got to have a plan to get there. What you going to do to get there? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Even if you don't know, just keep going.
Right.
And the plan will come.
Got you.
Yeah.
Good motivation right there, y'all. Please pay attention. So, how often do you come up with music? Like, do you try to write something every day? Is it?
Okay, so now, honestly, I'm doing so much.
Right.
That I don't write every day like how I used to. But yes, that's how I do it. You know, you got to write every day. That's how your pen stays sharp. Even if you don't write every day, if you do a song once a week or write a little bit to that song.
Right.
Or we like just keep your pen sharp.
Right.
Or keep your your mind sharp with making beats, or keep your mind sharp with making up questions to your game show, or keep your mind sharp by creating a film score. Like you have whatever you gotta keep it sharp. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, definitely.
Got you. Okay. So next question is like, how do you go about balancing what you do? Like, do you split up the attention to everything evenly, or does it depend on like what's popping at that moment as far as like how, what gets your attention?
That's funny that you asked that, because I can't answer that. I don't know. My mother, she be saying the same thing. Like, how is you doing all this stuff?
Yeah. So like, you
I don't know.
You don't know. Like, you
I
don't
just do like I don't have a calendar on stuff and
nothing.
No,
like, you don't wake up and be like, all right, well, the game show got this kind of love, so let me work on that.
No, I work on everything. As far as the game show, because it's twice a month, I don't have to focus on it as much.
Right.
But I still prep for the questions in advance, because I don't want the date to come up on me of the week of the game show and I'm scrambling trying to think of questions.
Okay.
So I will allow myself time, even if I do 10 questions. We never get it to 10 because the team gets to 300 before then, but I do 10 questions just in case.
Okay.
And I might do 5 one week or 3 one week, and 3 or 5 the next. You know what I'm saying? I do that, you know. But then in the same day that I'm thinking of these questions, I'm also creating a film score, going back to a beat that I didn't finish. Or like, that's just the way I am. When I come in from work, I go to my second job, which is my career.
Right.
And it's no breaks with that shit. Like, it's no days off with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't, it's no breaks with your job. You know what I'm saying? If you can give your job 8 hours a day or 10 hours or whatever you work, 40 hours a week, why you can't do that for yourself? At least 2 or 3 hours you can. And for yourself, for what you really love and what you... Like, no.
When you say it like that, it does sound crazy.
It's
but
crazy.
It's a bunch of people that this is going to
come home and go to sleep.
Yeah, and it's just like, I ain't got no time for myself. You know what I'm saying?
But ain't nobody supporting you.
Right. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to, like, yeah.
That's good. That's good. So when it comes to like the music thing, do you have a favorite artist that you work with so far? I know you said your performance with Nonchalant at the Constitution Hall was your favorite performance, but it's like, as artists go, is there anybody in particular that you work with that you don't have a group or anything, do you?
No.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure.
I don't have favorite artists that I work with, but I have a man. Oh man, I have some awesome friends / artists / visionaries that are just dope, and I love creating with them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man J-Rock, Trife, Sweet Animosity, like just different ones that just come off the top of my head. My homie Vivid, just different ones. Like, we make great music together. Okay. Wes Felton was another one. Shout out my man Wes Felton. Like, it's just, I just like creating. I like creating with lots of people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I gotta take a break from the music because I gotta, it's in your name. So I feel like it's only right that we have to talk about where you're from.
Okay.
All right. So, and I was going to ask this in the beginning, but I kind of just wanted to get right into like the thick of things. And then, so Kenilworth Katrina. Now, as for me, a Marylander, I don't know too much about the city. Like I told you before, you got to do the train station thing with me. What was it like growing up in that area?
I didn't grow up in Kenilworth as a child.
Okay.
I didn't come into Kenilworth until I was a teenager. But
okay.
Growing up, I still grew up in Northeast, which was close by Kenilworth.
Okay.
Foot Street. I went to Charles R. Drew.
Okay.
and that's a part of Northeast.
All right.
And just so you know, Deanwood Metro Station.
Gotcha.
So I gotta get
Oh
you
yeah,
like that.
yeah. I used to play football over there. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Deanwood Metro Station. And so for me, growing up on Foot Street, it was just the typical, the typical DC child, or growing up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yeah, we was poor. Same old story. I ain't gonna get into all of that, but
Right,
it's just
right.
I mean, when you young, you don't really, I was just living. Like,
Yeah, you with your friends. You
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't.
You don't know you ain't
Yeah,
got
I
this
don't
for
know.
real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know we
hip.
in the hood. I
I'm
don't
hip.
know that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But and moms was holding it down, doing what she was supposed to do, as far as taking care of us. So
Facts.
I didn't want for nothing. So it's just like I was good. It was cool. Everybody had things that have happened to them. We all have, but for the most part, I had a good childhood. Like, I grew up good.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So, are you still in that area generally now, or?
I go through there from time to time, even though, as of now, it's knocked down.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
and that's crazy because I was just out there 3 days ago. Like, even though it's knocked down, like, but it's still some buildings still up.
Gotcha.
So, and it's still people that still live out there. So, like, I still go out there, but it's just like it's nothing left.
Right.
There's nothing left. There's not really nobody that I grew up with in my era there.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But there's people that, parents that my homies that's no longer here, that I still keep in contact with their parents. Just really, that is the only reason that I go out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's really nobody left out there. Like, everybody have moved. You know what I'm saying? Because they knocked it down.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so as far as, like, you mentioned earlier, you're only scratching the surface of where you want to be. Is there anything like that you're working on right now that you haven't shown people yet? And I know you come off as, I keep saying that you're real genuine and humble, but I'm just gonna say beforehand, if it's too creative, you don't gotta talk about it.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because people get to watching this and they get to how the area
Right.
is.
Yeah,
so,
you're right.
Yeah,
He's
so
stealing.
yeah.
It don't matter, man. Nobody can do what I do. Like, niggas can try, but nobody can do what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, and nobody can do what you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it don't matter if a nigga try to steal your ideas or whatever. I'll come up with another one that's better than that.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not thinking of any.
Easy when
I
you're the
don't.
creator.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. Like, you can have that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have anything at the moment that I pretty much done everything that I wanted to do as of now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That I wanted to do. I done, united over probably 100 people now that I think about it, because I did 4 projects. So I've and I think that's probably why they deem me a legend. You know what I'm saying? Because of the projects that I've done.
Okay.
The Resurrecting Queens with 24 females on one track that I put together.
Oh, you were the one that did the Don't Rush.
I did the Don't Rush challenge. I put
that was
together.
You. Right. Okay, that was fire.
I put you probably don't know about these, but the Black Kings United.
Okay.
That's surfacing. It's 24 black men.
Okay.
On one track, and they redid We're All in the Same Gang. I put that together.
Okay.
Resurrecting Queens, Self-Destruction, 24 females. I put that together.
Okay.
So it's the projects that I put together, and they like, that's massive. You had 24 people on one track.
Right.
So they looking at stuff like that, and then I arranged that. I told them how many bars to write. I told who to come in after that. You come in first. You come in second. So a person that has never seen that would think, wow.
But
you know what I'm saying? Not that it's not a wow.
I'm about to say now, because you're kind of selling yourself short. Nah. Like, I've seen that, and I'm still like, wow.
Right. I mean,
like,
we haven't seen that here, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you have. Maybe you have. Maybe you have seen.
Not here.
Right.
Yeah,
and so that's my point, is that in the city, of course we seen it on TV and videos and stuff like that.
Though. That's why it's impressive.
Right. So So to see somebody do, but for me, of course, it is a while. But at the same time, I've been doing this since a kid. Like literally bringing, hey man, let's make a rap group, and I write everybody's raps.
Right.
So for somebody who been doing that forever, it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
mean,
I need this to pop.
Right.
I've been doing this forever,
right.
but I need for the right people to see this and be like, who put this together?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I need.
Yeah, in due time.
Yes,
in
due time.
It seems like everything that you do is just like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So, you talk about the 4 projects. You want to name them right quick, or?
Yeah, Black Kings United. We're all in the same gang remix. Resurrecting Queens, Self Destruction remix. Resurrecting Queens featuring like 8 or 10 other females.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Freedom remix. They all are cover songs that we redid. And the DMV Don't Rush Challenge, 14 Queens on one track, the Don't Rush joint. So them the 4 projects that I've done.
Okay, and as far as like your music goes, what about those? Any projects?
Yeah, I got a new single out now called Gold, produced by my man Fame. Shout out to Fame, and featuring my man Wes Felton. Shout out to Wes.
Okay.
And,
so that just dropped, right?
Yeah, that just dropped like last week.
Okay, all right. So I think I also seen you had something new. I'm not sure if it was yours or maybe some the guy called Bam.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we got something about to come out. It's a song that was from his album. It's called The Return.
Okay.
Featuring me. And I'm actually about to direct that video. I direct videos as well. All the videos that you've seen, I have directed. You know what I'm saying? Except for the previous one. The latest one that just dropped, Gold. Okay. Shout out to my man Wes. He directed that. Okay. But everything else, I direct my own videos, which is actually, this will make my 64th video.
Okay. So, all right. So, when you record songs, because I'm quite sure you recorded a massive amount of songs.
Yes.
What's the process that makes you go, okay, we're going to do a video for this?
If I listen to it a lot of times, I know that, and I got songs, because I don't, this going to sound crazy, but I don't listen to myself. Like, once I do the song, that's it. I'm gone on to the next. Okay. I have to be in a mood to, like, listen to myself. You know, there's some people who is a rapper or a singer, and they ride in their car, and they listen to themselves all day or whatever. Right. I don't do that. Okay. And so, for me, when I have a catalog of songs, or let's say I just recorded this song. Okay. If I just recorded this song, and I keep playing it, I know that it's I gotta shoot a video to this. This is the one. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Or not this is the one, but this is the one that I wanna push. Right. You know, and then if I have a catalog, which I do, like I have hundreds, like probably thousands of songs. I don't even know myself. Right. I have no clue. And
so that's out or just
no, just at home, just in the bar. And so like a lot of stuff y'all hear like Gold, that's old. That's like a year and a half old. Okay. But it's just like, all right, I'm gonna put this out. Like, okay, so that's how I do.
That's a good thing for artists to do then, because I had an artist tell me that they recorded something about a year old, and it's just like, nah, that's a year old, and I'm like, well, we haven't heard it, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like
it's old to you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's okay.
Nah, you can never do that. Like, I don't record to find singles. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. I record because I'm an artist. Right. And because this just what I do. Right. So if while I'm recording or after I record and I hear something that's a potential single, then I'm gonna put it out as a single. But that wasn't the goal. That wasn't the reason I recorded it. Okay. That's why I just have so many songs, and I could just pick the one when I want, or I might create something new, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is you know what I'm saying? It could go either or. Right. It could go either or. You know. Yeah.
So 64 videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long does it take to like film a video? Like, is that a 1 day process?
For me, it is. It's just like the max probably like the I don't shoot long. I can't be out there for hours and hours.
Yeah.
I know what I want to do.
Right.
I tell the videographer what I want to do. If he want to add in something, he think, oh, no problem.
Yeah.
I'm always open. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But 2.5 hours, 3, 4 is the max that I will be out there.
Okay.
Like
okay.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Okay. So
When I shot a video in Colorado, that took like 3 hours, and that almost killed me.
Oh yeah. All right. So now we got stuff to segue into. So you making music out there? Like, was this a regular vacation or
Colorado? I went to Colorado for my birthday.
Okay.
And this was this year.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just past August, and it was dope. I just wanted to go out there, and wherever I go, whenever I go somewhere, I always shoot a video where I'm at. Always to a song. You know what I'm saying? That either I'm going to push or, again, that I fit as a single. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Same thing when I went to London. I shot a video. I always shoot a video wherever I go. And it's not like New York or Baltimore, but somewhere like somewhere.
All right, somewhere different.
Yeah,
like
somewhere with a scenery.
Yeah,
right. You get
normal.
me.
Yeah,
you got to. It's just, in my mind, it's not a vacation unless I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't got nobody saying, yo, we in Baltimore, let's shoot this jump. You
right.
You
know what I'm saying? Like,
New York, maybe, though.
I mean, that would be cool for some people, but for me, it's like D.C. If I'm in New York, I'm in D.C. If I'm in Baltimore, I'm in D.C. It's like I'm still close to home. I could touch it.
Yeah, that's
so it's like, you gonna know I ain't home, but it still look like the city.
Right.
What view is that? You know what I'm saying? Unless you on Times Square, and that's cool. It's like that where are you going to go there? Because people. So that's my point. Why I don't shoot there.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yeah,
makes sense. So, any other exotic places? London and Colorado.
I shot in London. I shot in Colorado. I know I shot somewhere else too. I can't think. Can't think of where else. I've been so many places and I cannot even think of where else I shot. Oh, Atlanta.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, just like, I think them are the only 3 that I can think of, because I got 64 videos I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I know those are the ones that stand out for sure.
Yeah. So I know unless your brain is just like robotic like, then I know it's probably like you forget like songs you recorded. You said 1,000 songs.
Yeah,
so do you remember?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I wouldn't even try to say like, oh no, I remember all of them.
Yeah,
I'm sure. So if a name was thrown at me though, I would know it's my song. But I wouldn't. Okay. I couldn't name all of them off my head. Like, all right, go.
What about memorization? Do you know all of them by heart? Like if it came on, would you be able to recite? Or
I would know.
Okay.
Yes,
all
definitely.
Right. Well, so your brain is robotic like that.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be like, oh, this is my shit.
Oh, nah, hell nah. Unless it's something that I ain't heard in like 100 years. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But even that, I still would know probably 80% of it.
Okay.
Even a song I ain't heard since like I was a teenager, I would know 80% of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's real dope.
Yeah.
So, again, I definitely want to thank you for coming through.
Appreciate you for having me.
You can plug the social medias. You can plug like your YouTube. You can plug, well, not plug, but shout out. Even though you already shouted out a lot of people, you can still do, shout outs.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Man, shout out to my family. That's first and foremost, man, for always being there for me, man. I love y'all. My sisters, April, Yolanda, my mother, my niece and nephews, man, my nieces and nephews. I love all of y'all. My sister Nakia, my brother Tony. Man, and shout out to all the supporters, all my fans, everybody who in some way, form, or fashion have supported me, liked, shared, reposted, man. I appreciate you. Even if you never shared or liked anything, but you support me, I appreciate you. Like, Real live likes and shares ain't everything. You know what I'm saying? I got
Right.
people who ain't even on the gram or Facebook, and they support me more than a person that's on Facebook and Instagram. So
Right.
shout out to all of y'all, and for those of you that don't know me and want to know where you can find me at, it's Kenilworth Katrina on everything. Kenilworth Katrina. That's on all YouTube, iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. Kenilworth Katrina. I got my website, kenilworthkatrina.com. Like, hit me up, man. Let's work.
Definitely. And I'm gonna definitely gonna put that up on the screen as well, so people can know how to spell it and whatnot.
Yep.
And definitely appreciate you again. Can't thank you enough.
No problem.
No
problem.
It's
My
definitely,
G.
definitely grateful. Definitely grateful. And
No problem.
we out.
All right.